Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today we're looking at the Himalayan and more importantly my very clustered handlebar arrangement. But what it's about today is this bracket in the middle and what we're going to be mounting to it. So I've been looking for a tablet for navigation and rallying and things for a long time, and this is what I've came up with. So this is the Oukitel RT3 Plus. So it's just a very robust, waterproof and shockproof Android tablet. So I won't go into the tablet in detail, as if you know what an Android tablet does, it's just like that. So I'm running navigational apps on this and can also use the Rally Moto app. We do have the potential of doing a Rally Moto event tomorrow, so we will be using this tablet mounted to this bike for that purpose. So this is the popular DMD2 app, which you can get their tablet as well, but they do seem very expensive. So I've gone for this app and a compromise mounting solution, which I'm going to run through the solution with you now and its positives and drawbacks. And this is what we're looking at doing tomorrow, the icebreaker challenge for the Rally Moto. So we're looking at doing the Lake District route tomorrow, so I need to get this mounted to the bike. So my mounting solution for this tablet is the Ram Mounts Tab Tile HD. Now this is a universal solution, and as you can see it has multiple mounting holes, but we've also had to chop off part of it on the back to be able to mount the tablet to it. The main reason we've had to make those cuts is because the depth of the cameras on the back where they go into the tab tile. So this tablet mount is spring loaded, so it can take a variety of sizes and lengths, but what was important for us was the depth that this could take. So we had to get one that is for a 8-inch tablet but with a case. Now the tablet itself doesn't have a case, but it's that robust, it's almost like it's got a case anyway. So we can fit that in there. Now as you can see, it doesn't fit perfectly, it can slide up and down, and you can see why we needed to make the cut on the back for around this. But we're going to mount this on the bike like that, and hopefully it's secure enough for what we need. So this mount here on the bars is an SW Motech nav mount. Now they come in different sizes depending on the bars that you've got, and this has a variety of different fitments. So we've checked and it does actually line up correctly with the holes for this mount. So I'm just lining those up with the holes just to make sure that we do have the correct holes lined up. So we have got lucky there with the mounting points that we can get the screwdriver in from behind and get all those tightened up. So the mounting bar's still loose at the moment, but I wanted to get the tablet in place and sat on the bike and see exactly where it wants to be before tightening this bolt up. So now with the holder in place, we need to make sure that we put the cameras where our cutout was, and just put that in there like that. So that's it pushed all the way down now. Now I could really put a tie wrap or something round here to make sure that the spring doesn't come out. I mean, that is one of the compromises. It also looks a bit incorrect with this gap up here, and I do not have any remote control, and I also cannot get the USB chargers in with it in the mount. So that is going to be an issue if the battery runs flat during an event. So I've made some final adjustments and I've managed to get it so I can see what you see there. So I can see the 0 on the speedo and I can see the whole rev counter. So that's a good position now where I can see pretty much everything I need to see. I can't see things down there like the fuel gauge and the mileage, but that's not that important when I'm focusing on anything to do with off-road mapping. So I'm quite happy with that there, and I can obviously see the full thing. And when I'm stood up, that's about what I see there stood up. So again, that's pretty good in my opinion. That'll do for me nicely. If you take the tablet off and leave the mount in place, the way that we've done the cutouts there does mean you can actually see all of the Royal Enfield dash. So I'm going to get this mount tightened up there, and that's probably the best that I can do with the equipment that I've got and this bodge that I've done. But don't worry, if you think that this is too much of a hash job and you don't want to spend the money on a proper mount from DMD or a proper rally mount, don't worry, because we have a solution that'll be coming soon. So click the like and subscribe and you won't miss out when we bring the next update. Thanks very much for watching. Catch you later. Bye bye.